Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's JPRP78, and today we are back with some new Pokemon Sun and Moon info. Actually, the info came out yesterday, but for those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, then you knew what my situation was yesterday. I was locked out of the house for a good portion of the day, so unfortunately, didn't get to make a video then. So right now, I'm not gonna pretend that you guys haven't seen the trailer. I take it that you guys have, and if you haven't, then it's really easy. Just go to Pokemon's YouTube channel, look at the trailer, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that you guys don't know everything already. I'm not gonna go over everything that was shown in the trailer, because I just think that's a little redundant. So instead, I'm just going to talk about the main focus here, which is the starter evolutions and what I think about them. And I guess Ash Greninja would also be considered major news as well, but I mean, all I really have to say about that is that it's cool that he's in the game. Like, that's all I can really say about that. I can't say, oh wow, they should have done this differently or something else, but yeah, it's just really cool that he's in the game, and I'm not going to stretch it out any longer than that. So anyway, the first starter evolution that we have to talk about is Rowlet's evolution called Darttricks. Basically what happens here is that all of those memes that people made went to Rowlet's head, and he got like really high self-esteem, and he became this really snobby looking owl thing. Now the description here really tries to make you hate Darttrix' personality, but I think it's fine. You know, I like the design as a whole. I think it's really cool. And another thing it says here is that it can throw its feathers so quickly that its opponent won't even see them coming. And if you remember, that sounds quite a lot like the leaks for the final evolutions that we got a couple months ago. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I urge you to stop watching right now, because you may potentially be majorly spoiled here for the final starter evolution, so final warning. But anyway, if you guys remember, according to the Chinese leaks, Rowlet's final evolution was supposed to be like an archer type thing, and the fact that this Pokemon, Darttrix, is called the Blade Quill Pokemon, and it has a description like that sounds highly reminiscent of an archer. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, these leaks are looking more and more real by the day. And I am not the type of person who believes in leaks, like especially when it's drawn out like this and it's posted everywhere online. I'm like, nope, this is totally not real. And honestly, I didn't believe these leaks to begin with, but then all of the evidence started stacking up, and on top of that, there's this. So next, we're gonna move on to Linton's evolution, which is called Torracat. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't like Linton very much. I know everybody likes Linton, and it has a nice design and everything, and everybody loves cats. I'm not a cat person, so I didn't really like Linton, I'm sorry. But I will admit, I think that Linton got the best evolution out of the three. I mean, it just has a really nice look to it. I really don't know how else to explain it, but it just does. And on top of that, it has like this little bell thing around its neck, which isn't actually a bell, it's actually an organ, but it's on the outside of his body, so I don't know, that part seems a little weird. But basically the organ kind of like produces flames for Linton, he spits them out of there or something like that. Now here's the part that's a little bit concerning in its description though. It says that its powerful kicks can bend iron bars and knock out large men. And right now it sounds like Linton is going towards firefighting type, and I know a lot of people, including myself, are not looking forward to that, even though I'm not choosing Linton, so maybe it's not up to me. But still, it really sounds like we're heading in that direction. And again, this connects back to the Chinese leaks. And if you notice, the little bell thing on Torracat's neck actually highly resembles the belt worn by this final evolution, so if I was choosing Linton, I would be really scared right now. But I know some people actually like this Tony the Tiger thing, and so I'm not gonna hate. If you guys like it, then I'm perfectly fine with it. But overall, I give Torracat a big thumbs up. And now we come to my favorite starter, Popplio, which unfortunately, in my opinion, got the worst evolution of the three. I mean, it's not like incredibly bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it just doesn't seem as solid as the other two. And on top of that, it just really took a turn from what Popplio kind of looks like. But the important thing here is that Brion, or Brione, however you pronounce it, is that it also connects back to the Chinese leaks once again, because if we look back at those, Popplio's final evolution is a siren, and Brion or Brione, whatever, is definitely heading in that direction. And quite honestly, if that is Popplio's final form, then I can look past this middle stage. Like, that final form looks pretty neat to me. And another thing to consider here is that the final evolutions could potentially have different forms, especially if we consider the secret that they share with Rockruff. And of course, the big thing with Rockruff is that it has a version exclusive evolution form. So who knows, if you don't like Tony the Tiger, then maybe he he's exclusive to the version that you're not getting, and you can all live happily ever after. I don't know. But at the same time, that does seem like kind of a risky move, because it's like some people are already set, like they're like, oh, I'm totally getting Moon, or I'm totally getting Sun, and I guess like if the evolution that they like more is in the other game, then that would kind of suck. So I don't know, it has me excited, but at the same time it has me a little bit nervous because I plan on playing Sun a lot more, so I'm hoping that Poplio's Sun evolution is really good. I mean, the obvious solution here would just be to buy both copies of the game and, you know, call it a day. So what do you guys think about the starter evolutions? Honestly, I believe that these are the most solid mid-stage evolutions. Like, I don't know, they just don't look as awkward as the other mid-stages do in the other region. So I actually really like all three of these. And also, are you 100% convinced in the Chinese leaks now? I mean, I'm almost there. I'm like 95% convinced now that those Chinese leaks might be real. But let me know what you guys think down below. I'll see you guys next time.